You can see one of the oldest and largest glass exhibits in the world right here in Metro Detroit. The event is called Glasstopia. The 3-day grand opening wraps up tonight, but there's still much time to check out the exhibit for yourself. And here to tell us about it is Corey Hampson from Habitat Galleries. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
I am so excited. I was sitting on the anchor desk just admiring these pieces, and I saw you sort of buffering them and making sure they look, cleaning them up and making sure they look beautiful. And aren't they just stunning?
They really
Incredible.
are. They really are. This is just a selection of over 600 works that are going to be on display tonight.
Wow. Incredible.
And,
all in one spot. 600 different pieces.
All in one spot.
Yeah. So before we get into what we have here today, tell us a little bit about the gallery, how it got started.
So we started in 1971. My father actually started the business. And we've been working in glass for a long time. We represent about 100 artists from 35 different countries, 50 of whom have flown in for this special exhibition tonight.
That's incredible.
To talk about their work.
And you were just telling me moments ago that you guys are at the forefront of art, as you know, glass is art.
Yeah,
how did that come to be for you guys?
Well, artists started working with glass as an experimental situation sometime in the late 60s, early 60s. And they started to manipulate the material and start making these bulbous vessels and paperweights. And it kind of evolved over time as materials became more accessible, colors became more accessible, and ideas started to branch out. And so it turned from this really craft material into this fine art. And we were there during this wonderful evolution.
Yeah, this wonderful evolution. And a lot of people don't know that some of its roots are from right here in Detroit, specifically from your gallery.
Right here.
Love that.
Detroit,
I mean, so much history. So we've got to talk about these. These are all, in my opinion, conversation pieces. I mean, these are the kinds of pieces that you have in your home and people just gravitate towards. I mean, tell me, I if we could just walk through, starting on this side, tell me what we're looking at here.
So to the right here, we have Rick Allen, who is we consider an American maestro glass blower, and he works out of Seattle, and he fumes the surface and applies a metal flake to it, and creates these wonderful, whimsical objects, spaceships, and
that's what it reminds me of.
It's really wonderful. A little steampunk, you know. And, And to the left here, we have Paul Stankard, who's considered the greatest paperweight artist in the world. That's all glass.
And they were talking about this right here.
Yes, spin this a little bit. Take a look at that. If you could zoom in, look at he's got the hair on the raspberries and down there. I mean, really incredible with all the color.
I mean, that's
all glass.
Do you think that
all
inside?
Inside.
Inside is glass too.
Lamp worked, which is a way of manipulating rods of glass with a torch.
Incredible how real it looks.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? This is a German artist. He's flown in. He's going to be there tonight. His name is Michael Behrens, and that's done by a casting process. So the same way they make jewelry or bronze, they take chunks of glass and they heat it up in a kiln. But I mean, just really, really wonderful, beautiful flow.
Oh my gosh.
Martin Blank, one of the greatest glass blowers in the world. He works hot, everything done on the end of a blowpipe really quick. Really incredible artist. He's going to be there from Seattle. Look at this piece. Oh my gosh. This is spectacular. From the Czech Republic, Tomáš Hlevíčka. This is done all cold, plate glass that's laminated together and slumped in a mold. You got Jaime Guerrero, and over here, Matthew Curtis from Australia. This is really beautiful work.
This is honestly incredibly stunning, and I bet if somebody actually watched the process done, they would appreciate it even more, because I can't imagine, I mean, just generally ballpark, how much time do you think it takes to create a piece like this? I know it probably varies, but I mean, just give us a sense.
If I was to give you a sense, I would say anywhere between 6 hours and 45 years.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So the coolest part, again, as you mentioned, is the artists are going to be there. So they're going to be able to talk about each of their pieces. You're going to be able to hear it firsthand from them.
And you need to. They're only in for one day, tonight. And then they fly back to Japan, they fly back to Korea, they fly back all over the world.
And we want to put the details on the screen because it's taking place, interestingly, it's like an evening event. So it's taking place from 8 p.m. until 11, correct?
Yep.
And tell everybody where you're located.
4400 Fernley Avenue. That's between Coolidge and Crooks off 14 Mile.
Very, very cool. Corey, thank you so much for coming on and showing us this great stuff. Really appreciate it.